Welcome, beautiful souls, to the weekly energy forecast from the 29th to the 4th. I hope that you guys are all well. If you're watching this replay over, whether it's on Instagram or over on YouTube, comment below if this resonates, and be sure to like as well. If you're new to my YouTube, want to see more videos, subscribe. Hey Steph, hey Kelly. So just a couple of quick things before I get into the weekly messages for this week. Number one is that my personal readings, so the books, my personal readings will close as of the 1st of June. So you've still got a little bit of time left to book a session with me. I've got some spots open available in June. So you can just head to the link in my bio, or you can check the description box below if you're on YouTube. Now, hi Alexis. Now, the next thing I want to mention is the reason why I have decided to close the book. So later this week, I am launching something that I've been working on for quite some time now that I'm incredibly excited about. I'm actually launching a mystery school. So if you guys are not kind of aware or familiar with mystery schools, there's so much history behind them. But basically, it is a space for the growth and evolution for the soul, okay? So learning for the soul and for your human self. So with the mystery school, I plan on doing so many things with this. I'm going to have my tarot school on there. I'm going to have intuitive development courses and so much more. But to begin with, the first launch, the first release within the launch of the mystery school is a membership for women. So this is for the woman who wants to step into and is ready to step into the journey of self-discovery and deep transformation, who is ready to break free from the limitations, who is ready to step into their power, into their sovereign self, into their sovereign being, and really just ready to break free from the old and step into the new. And so within the membership, which is a monthly subscription, there is going to be so many things in there that are going to help with this deep transformation. I'm going to be doing Zoom lives on certain topics as well, all channeled. There's going to be other things that will be available in there, lots of intuitive development. Okay, one of the biggest things that helped me have so much growth and evolution was intuitive development. And I've been doing that over the last 4 or 5 years now. And it's just completely transformed my life, as has many other things within that, and the tools and so forth and learnings. So I'll be teaching what I know, what I embody. I only like to teach what I know and what I already embody. So that's going to be launched later this week. And with that, I will launch the name of the mystery school and the membership towards the end of this week, which I cannot wait. It's just been such a long time coming. This is something that came to me August of last year. And it came through in a message from Spirit, and it was like, okay, you're going to be doing this. And at the time I was just like, I'm not ready yet. I had so many other things going on and some more healing that I was going through that I needed to give my time and dedication to. And so the last few months I've just been like, it's time. And so it's something I've been working on hard behind the scenes, and I'm so excited to be able to officially launch it. Again, it's a subscription-based membership, so month to month, it'll be $20.99 for the Founders Members launch. And then at some point, the price will go up, but the price that you come in at, you will always stay at. So if you sign up for the $20.99, it'll stay at that for you every month, no matter how much the price increases over time. Okay, so there'll be more information about that available soon. And again, I can't wait. And it's going to be a community element on there, but it's going to be all on the one platform. So I'm not doing a Facebook group. As much as I enjoy Facebook groups, I find it to be really distracting because it is on a social media platform. And the purpose of the membership in the mystery school is to go on there and learn what you need to learn, to chat about what you need to chat about, and then go on with your day. Okay, so I don't want people being on there all the time and causing escapism. Is to go in and to learn and then get back to life. So all right, with that said, let's get into the messages. Okay. Oh, Steph, yes, must meant to be. Must meant to be. All right, we'll get into the messages for this week. Again, the 29th to the 4th. Okay, I'm hearing breakthroughs and crossing the bridge. So with this, I'm seeing actually like the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Swords energy, which is like a painful ending. It's the ending of an incredibly painful, tough cycle. This could have been something that has ended in your life recently, or something that you've just been closing out for quite some time. And with this, it's like there's a breakthrough coming and crossing the bridge. So it's kind of like you've been here and you've been wanting to go here, but there's been nothing in between to be able to cross to get there. Now a bridge is starting to appear, and this is the breakthrough. With what has had to end and what you needed to let go of, and even just the painful time of life that can be like that death and rebirth, okay, that deep transformation, which isn't always easy. At all. But it's a beautiful process when you're able to look back on it. But when you're in it, it doesn't feel like that so much of the time. But with that, with the ending of what has either been taken away from your life at this point in time, or what you yourself let go of, this is and was to help you step into your sovereignty, okay? You to step into your full power. And this is really beautiful. And this is something that we can tend to see more at the end of something closing out, or when we've like kind of completed the process, versus when we're like stuck in the midst of it. Sometimes we can see it there too, but this is something that's really coming through here. Remember too, with an ending comes a beginning. And when something ends, when something leaves our life, there creates space and room for something else to be born, something new to come through. You have not been ignored by the universe, okay? So if you've been praying, you've been, I'm seeing someone at like an altar. So if you've been at an altar doing some magic, or you've been praying, just know that the prayers have been heard, okay? And again, this breakthrough is coming. So it's like the prayer is being answered, which is really beautiful. We have a full moon coming up soon, okay? And this is going to be a really great time to do any sort of leftover releasing, or just allowing those emotions to come up. I will have a workshop out for that. I haven't recorded it yet, but I will be this week. But this is, again, like, I love working with the moon cycles, and especially the full moon. It's been something I've worked with the full moon for years, and it's just such an incredible time to really just release what needs to be released, and just working with the energy of it and the theme as well to help navigate certain aspects and certain things that we're going through. It's like a snake shedding its skin, okay? This is what I'm seeing, a snake shedding its skin. And it's like just the little last bit. It's like the tail has just got a little bit left, and then it's going to peel off or be left behind. So this is basically with what is kind of going on at the moment. Let me know in the comments, guys, on the live here, if this resonates. I'm just going to pull a couple of cards. I'll see. We have beginnings, okay? So a new door opening. Again, when something ends, when a door closes, it's so a brand new one can open. Sometimes a door closes without us wanting it to close, right? But it's a way of divine intervention. It's a way of redirection and sometimes protection. Other times we close the door. And it's not always an easy process. Sometimes I can like slam that door shut and I'm like, peace, bye, out. And other times I close it and it's sad and I feel just like a loss with something, okay? But knowing that it's meant to close and that there is something new to discover and something new to open. But sometimes we're in that in-between. So some of you could have been in that in-between, and then this is where that bridge with crossing the bridge is coming, and you're crossing to the other side and there's a door there and you're opening it, and it's a portal to new beginnings, portal to creating what it is that you desire, creating what it is that you want. Oh, Alexis, I'm glad this resonates with you. We also have pleasure. This is an 18 coming to a 9. So 9 nearing the end of a completion. It's like, don't give up. You're almost there, okay? It's in nearing the end of a cycle. So things are coming into completion. With the pleasure here, you see how there's some butterflies. So again, with the talking about like the snake with the shedding of the skin, that's like death and rebirth. And butterflies are a sign of new beginnings, a sign of rebirth, a sign of metamorphosis, of transformation. So that's really, really beautiful. Also, just as you go through this new portal of beginnings, this new doorway of beginnings, there's a really beautiful expansive feeling that's coming with that. It's like coming from the heart space, feeling it come from there. And just allow yourself to step into this new beginning, almost just free fall in a way, and allow what's meant to be appear. Allow the process to unfold how it's meant to. How it's going to. Yeah, okay. Yeah, if you're like swaying back and forth on a decision, now's the time to get clear. Okay, now's the time to get clear and also really honest with yourself. So if you've been kind of, do I do this? Do I do that? Kind of the best thing to do is to get out of your head and into your body. So there are a couple of ways that you can do that. Of course, you can do it through things like meditation and all of that, but sometimes I like to sit down, I take a few deep breaths, and I just drop into my body. I bring my energy into my body and I feel. So rather than like, you know, thinking on what I'm feeling or thinking of words, I just drop in and I go, okay, when I think about this situation, this decision, where do I feel this in my body? Sometimes I'll feel it, you know, in my sacral. Sometimes I'll feel it in my solar plexus, my heart space. And then I feel into the emotion of that, the feeling of that. Does it feel expansive, or do I constrict? Constrict? I think that's the word. do I close up? Do I come into myself? If I do that and I hear a big like, no, like this is not for you, then I know it's not. But sometimes I will do this and come in like closely, more so out of fear of the unknown. And so that's where the honesty comes in with yourself. Are you saying no to something, or are you feeling closed off to something because it's really not for you, or because there's some fear around it? If there's fear, take the time making a decision and explore that a bit. Maybe do some journaling or something like that. Oh, I'm glad it resonates. Awesome. Okay, let's have a look here. I'll get some tarot. If you're interested in this deck, it's the Modern Witch Tarot deck. The oracle I was just using is the Queen of the Moon oracle. Oh. Okay, let's go. Again, like stepping into your sovereign self, stepping into your power, meaning that you get to create things, you get to make decisions, you get to take the lead on your life. Doesn't mean that we have control over everything, we don't, but we have control over ourselves and the decisions and choices that we choose to make and how we choose to live life. Okay, so with the Emperor here, this is a stepping into your power. The Emperor is very strategic, okay? It doesn't just kind of make an impulsive decision, has a very strategic plan to work in his favor, and then has the courage and the strength and the like, I can do this, and just goes for it, takes the lead, okay? The Emperor takes the lead. If you need to leave something, whether this is a relationship, okay, that could be a bit difficult to get away from, or whether this is something to do with like work or anything like that, come up with an exit plan, okay? So you might be like, I'm over my job, but I don't recommend that you just go and quit your job today without anything else in place, unless you've got like the finances to back that up. So then it comes with a exit plan, okay? So creating a strategy for that. Same with a relationship. If you're in a relationship that's kind of difficult to leave and you're wanting to due to like, you know, finances or other circumstances, then again, create an exit plan. go and like leave all these cups behind, because see here with the 8 of cups and there's 2 missing. So she is going on the journey towards her 2 cups, which then brings it to the 10 of cups, which is emotional fulfillment. This is the beautiful energy of manifestation and feeling so content and feeling so at peace and just feeling a lot of joy. And this can be in just life in general, or certain other aspects of your life, certain other places of your life as well. But these are representing everything that is not serving. This can also be emotional withdrawal too. So you might be feeling like really emotionally withdrawn from as like a person or situations or just life lately, and kind of really going inward. That's okay. Just make sure that you at some point come out of that. And if you're struggling in that, then reach out for some help as well. But sometimes some solitude is just exactly what we need. Okay, let's see what else here. Yeah, don't hold on to your emotions, okay? Make sure that you are allowing them to be released, okay? And you can do that through many different ways. You can do that through art, you can do that through journaling, you can do that through crying, you can do that through different kind of healing modalities as well. Nervous system work, that's a really good way to get it out of the body. Somatic therapy is a really great way as well to get the emotions out of the body. But don't like suppress and hold them in. As uncomfortable as certain feelings can be and certain emotions can be, it's important that they are released when they come up for you, okay? Releasing out of the body. Tapping into that heart space though, and really feeling into what it is that you desire, really feeling into what it is that you want is important. Okay, it is important. When we live a life for others, or we live a life that we've been going along that may have been fine for a while, okay, and it's served its purpose, but you feel like this isn't the path for me, then again, what I spoke about with the doors before, it's closing that door, crossing the bridge and opening a brand new one. You get to make that decision. If you need to come up with a strategy though to do that, then do that. An exit plan, if you're leaving something, then do that. For some of you, something that you have been waiting on is coming in, and it's going to come in quicker than you think, okay? There can be that frustration of when are things going to improve, or when is this coming in, or whatever it is. There can be that frustration that we feel when we're in it, because it almost feels like it's never going to happen, and then all of a sudden it's like, bam, it's here, and this is the energy that's coming through. So if you've planted those seeds and you've been watering them, you've been watching them grow, and you're like, can you just hurry up and completely blossom so then I can pick you and I can, get the fruits of my labor? It's coming quicker than what you realize, okay? If you're waiting on incoming communication, that is also coming through, okay? Place that where it fits. If you've been watering, though, a dream that really isn't yours, stop watering it. Okay, and go and plant what it is that really is yours and what it is that you really want. Sometimes too, what we once wanted in the past, with time, as we grow and evolve as individuals, it no longer resonates with us anymore, and we no longer feel that's the right path for us. So you can shift that at any moment. You can make a different choice and a different decision and completely shift that at any moment. And it's okay to let something go that was once serving you, and once something that you really enjoyed doing or enjoyed having in your life. It's okay to let that go and explore something new. If you've been wanting to do some travel plans, okay, creating some travel plans, go ahead and do that, but then also take action on it, okay? There's something around exploring new land that's going to bring like great healing and great growth. That might only just be for one or a couple of you, but if you're wanting to take a trip though, get like the ducks in the row so you can do that. The surrender to receive, and on the bottom of the deck, metamorphosis, which is what I spoke about before with the pleasure card with the butterflies in here. Okay, so you've been going through this deep transformation, this healing, this shifting the internal, and you've been waiting for things to shift in your external. This is happening. And sometimes with the surrender to receive, it doesn't mean that you have to sit back and do nothing. Sometimes it's like, okay, you do what you have control over, and then let the universe take care of the rest, okay? Let things happen behind the scenes and have that come in when the time is right. 2, walking away from what isn't serving you and closing doors that no longer belong to you or that you no longer want to be in, and like walking out of that and closing that door creates the energetic space to receive the new door, to receive the next step, to receive the new beginning, to receive whatever it is, okay, that is for you. Surrendering the emotions too, so releasing them, so surrendering to them with what you're feeling. Rather than like trying to fight them, just allow yourself to feel it. Sometimes that can be very difficult, so you might need some external help to move through that, whether that is working with a healer or a therapist or having like a trusted friend or family member help you through that. There is nothing wrong with that. Sometimes we need that little extra support. And then other times we are able to kind of just sit with it ourselves and just allow it to flow through. Don't judge what comes up. Just let it come out. Okay, let it pass on through. The like emotions, it's like feelings in motion, and they need to move, and they need to be released. You're almost the butterfly though. Almost the butterfly. Okay, I'm gonna grab one more here. There's a card that's flipped. Keep trying, don't give up. Rest if you need to, it's okay to rest, but then just get back up and keep going. Magnetism through gratitude, okay? And then we have opportunity here with the door. So close one, so a new opportunity, a new door can appear, and you can walk through that and explore what's on the other side of that. Okay, so through the magnetism, it's not necessarily like, okay, gratitude and, you know, creating, if you're someone that likes to create like a gratitude list or gratitude journaling, whatever, that can really help with the magnetism of bringing forward to you what it is that you desire. But that's just more like the surface level of it, okay? There's so much below that. Hi, Michelle, there's so much below that. And below that is also the like inner work that you do, the shadow work, the befriending the shadows, getting to know them so that then you can bring them to the light and alchemize it. This is what is part of the process of the transformation of that metamorphosis that then creates a huge magnetism, like a really huge magnetism. That's next thing you know, it's like this door appears, this opportunity appears, all of a sudden this is happening for you. All of a sudden things are shifting and moving, and you're noticing that what it is that you want is making its way to you. And for some of you, it's coming in a lot quicker than what you realize, okay? Like of what you think. Just be open though to receive that. Sometimes too, what we receive isn't exactly what we thought we wanted for ourselves, but when it comes in, we're so thankful and we go, oh, that's it. Like I couldn't have even envisioned that. I couldn't have even imagined that. And I'm so excited that this is what is in front of me. Versus what I thought I wanted. So be open-minded, especially if this is around love. I'm also here in Korea too, to be open-minded with that, but especially around love. So if you're, been wanting to manifest a partnership, I never recommend trying to manifest a specific person. We don't want to go against other people's. The thing is, like, there's so much free will involved in this. This is like a whole other topic I won't go down, but there's so much free will of individuals that you don't want to try and manifest a specific someone. It's manifesting the relationship, the partnership that you want, and getting really clear on your values, what you want in a relationship, what you want to bring to a relationship, and getting to know your love languages, on how you like to give love but also receive love, getting clear on your attachment style, learning about that too. There are so many things that you can get clear on that then paint the picture of what the relationship is, and then be open to who that person is. Okay, be open to who that person is. And you can put that to career as well, okay? You can put that to career as well. Okay, I might just grab one or two more and then close this out. Hey, Pavitra. Okay. Oops. Yeah, you might be feeling in that void energy, okay? The in-between. It can be a little uncomfortable. It can be frustrating at times. But again, at the very beginning of this reading, there was the breakthrough. There was the end of a tough cycle, the end of a painful cycle for some of you. Something could have even ended recently that's been quite painful. But just know this has allowed you to get really clear on what it is that you want, has allowed you to get to know yourself on a deeper level, which brings you into that beautiful sovereign energy, which is exactly where we want to be, okay? And the prayer's being answered. So we have realization. I love this depiction here of this card, okay? Realization. With this, it's like there's a book, okay? And she's realized that the story that she's been in isn't hers anymore. And she wants to cut through that book, skip through all those chapters because they're not actually for her, and to go and explore something new. It's also the realization that there is a process to get through to that other side. And even though the story that you've been in, that maybe it's just not working for you anymore, it doesn't mean that it was a waste of your time. Okay, it doesn't mean it was a waste of your time. And not at all. Everything that we experience, everything that we go through, we can always find a lesson in it. Sometimes we don't get the lesson, but there was definitely something there that helped us grow, helped us evolve, that brought us to our next level, that then we start to manifest and bring in new things that are much more in alignment. So this is also the realization of your power too, the realization of how much power you have within creating what it is that you want for yourself, and the power to stand up for yourself. I am hearing that. Okay, I am hearing that. That's for somebody. Realizing the power to stand up for yourself, setting boundaries. Don't let anyone walk over you. Nope. Oh, okay. I'm also hearing the realization of the illusions with the stories you may have been telling yourself. Okay. Again, this goes back to before when I spoke about getting that like radical honesty. So being really, really honest with ourselves. Sometimes that's like a hard pill to swallow. I've been there. It's okay. We have balance here as well. So things are returning back into balance, but also you see how there's this cloud around the head, but then she's got this beautiful, beautiful ball here that's like being held at the heart space. So this is the balance between the mind and the heart. This is the balance between the thoughts and the feelings. So like I mentioned before about coming into the body and feeling, not like getting into the head, but feeling on what it feels like, on when you think of something, where do you feel it? How does it feel? You know, all of that. And then once you've got that, that's when you can kind of bring the mind back into it a bit, because the mind then is in, it's like, it's clear. That cloud has like moved, especially when we remove and release certain things from our body. So certain emotions, maybe old trapped trauma, okay, as well. Again, things like somatic therapy and nervous system work, breath work are really, really, really good for that. Really good for that. You might need some help in the facilitating of it, or you can do it on your own. It's up to you. on what works best. Sometimes too, we just need to go on feeling. We need to go on intuition. There have been many times in my life where I have made huge life decisions based purely on my intuition, while everyone around me was like, what are you doing? This is crazy. Like, you should not be doing this. This is not going to work out for you. And that's where we have to block out that noise and trust ourselves, because at the end of the day, we have to trust our intuition. And this is too where the healing is important and the shadow work's important, so that we can learn the difference between intuition and what sometimes we think is intuition but is really coming from a wounded space. So doing the inner work helps clear that out, so we get much more of a clear channel to our intuition. But it's important at the end of the day to follow our soul, to follow our intuition, because all those little whispers that we get and the little steps that we take are leading us to something bigger than what we even realize. It's leading us down a path that is for us, that is in full alignment. So sometimes people around you, and they'll look at you like you're crazy, okay? But you follow through on your intuition, and then when that shit works out, watch those people go, what did you do and how did you do that and how can I do that, okay? This will always happen. Speaking from experience. Okay, I think that might be it. I'm actually going to grab a surrender card, the power of surrender, and then we're going to officially close this out. I will be posting the replay if you're just joining the live. Michelle says, feeling that this week. I'm glad that this is resonating. Remember to just take what resonates, leave what does not. Don't try and make something fit that does not fit. Some of these messages might resonate with you. All of them may resonate with you. Just take what does. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. Surrender to complete healing. And on the bottom, we also have surrender to spirit. So I'm going to just read on what is on the bottom of both of these. So the surrender to spirit is, once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. We spoke about this earlier, okay? Of that we can't control everything, but we can control what we control us, for example. We can control the decisions and choices that we make. So focus on what you can control, and then give the rest to spirit. My mother used to always say, let go, let God. When you've done everything you possibly can, let go, let God. So let go, let the divine, let go, let the universe, let go, let spirit. Okay, we have surrender to complete healing. So open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. So you might be wanting to try a new healing modality, for example. You might be wanting to connect with your higher self, to connect with spirit. You might be wanting to connect with a certain being, for example. For me personally, when I'm going through certain things, I tend to have Bridget come through a lot. Sometimes Mary Magdalene, and other times Ascended Master Kuan Yin. So that might be, something that you're wanting to explore. You might be wanting to try some energy healing. And you might just be wanting to just connect with yourself and connect with your soul, and do some healing that way, and just use different tools that help support you along the way. Okay, beautiful souls. Thank you for joining the live, for those who could join, and I appreciate you all. I'm going to upload this, and I'll also have the card of the day up also. If you enjoyed this, be sure to share it to your stories. If there's a message in here that you feel will resonate with someone, feel free to send it to someone, okay? So feel free to send it to that person. But I send you guys love, and I will see you soon. I appreciate you too. Thank you. Bye.